Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Broadmeadows Basketball Stadium right here in Melbourne. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim, and Owen Peach for the game, the women's game between the Hume City Broncos and the Venom, or the Warrandyte Venom team. Well, both teams experiencing a loss recently in their recent form, and the Venom team, while they have not been able to record a win this season. They played 8, lost all 8 games, and they're at the bottom of the table. For the Hume City Broncos, they have won 4, lost 6, and they lost yesterday evening 79-67. One man who commentated on that game is the man right next to me, Owen Peach. And Owen, the Hume City girls, well, they were in it last night, but couldn't finish the job.
Yeah, they yeah, thanks, Ben. And yeah, both teams on the back of a double header, both teams actually. But yeah, Hume City won two of the first 3 quarters, and it was neck and neck all the way through the 4th until the last 4 minutes. And then there was a triple, and a couple of free throws and layups and a capitulation, nearly, from the Broncos, and which was, yeah, to then go down by 12. Didn't really reflect how they played for 36 minutes of the game.
No, that's good analysis right there. But, you know, I spoke to both sets of teams before the game, and both were in a very cheery mood. I mean, I must be honest, the Warrandyte team, you couldn't tell that they haven't experienced a win this season. They were so chirpy, they were so happy, just happy to be here and really wanting to put a good performance on the court. For the Hume team, there's a bit of wounded egos from last night, so they'll want to bounce back. They're carrying a few injuries as well, some minor injuries, and hopefully everything will be okay, because it is coming to the midpoint of the season, and this is where we see who is really standing up and being accounted, and who is, well, to be very honest, struggling.
Yeah. I've not known Warrandyte to be anything but cheery and positive thinking. And I think that probably also comes down to their coach, Paul O'Brien, who's been around for donkey's years.
Yep. Donkey's
ears, even. And he instills a great culture within the team. Whatever team he coaches, I've known him for a long time. But yeah, they'll put up a performance today, though.
No, I think so, because you know what? I mean, in my experience, that when the team who's facing the wooden spoon, they really have nothing to lose, literally. So they just come out and give it everything. And one thing that I know about Hume has a reputation of the house of the Broadmeadows Basketball Stadium is quite an intimidating place with all the banners here.
Absolutely.
I mean, you've been part of that heritage. You've been part of that culture as a player. So you know what it's like to be intimidated by a very, very successful program and franchise. Here we go as they jump it up. And the tipped out by...
Too tall. Portlock in the jump. Couldn't hit a teammate on the jump.
Sarah Portlock tapped it out. Calling for a 2-woman play from the outside. This is Maggie Pina working on her opponent, getting low. Off the fake, swing, feed, posting up, turns, the running hook shot. Great hustle to get her own miss. Rejection. Here they come. Broadmeadows in transition. Wide open. Gives up the 3. Baseline double teamed. Lost the handle. A little bit, well, Owen, a little bit clumsy at the moment by both teams.
Look, it's the first 30 seconds of the game. Probably just getting a feel for it, feel for each other. It's quite a good temperature in the stadium. This stadium can get really cold, but we haven't had the chilly nights. So the girls should come out, and they've had a really good warm-up as well.
Puts it up and in. Emily Whitehouse. The first basket of the game for this one. Team captain around. Genevieve Genevieve drives. Team captain shoots for two. Too strong. And a little bit slow in transition, the Venom team. But they're going to try to come out with a sting. From the outside. Bang! Pulls the trigger and hits it from downtown. Emily Whitehouse.
Whitehouse up to 5 quick points to start all scoring.
Out. They're playing motion basketball. Corner. Looking. Driving. Gets busy. Yes! Left-hand layup is fantastic for the Broncos.
That's their signature move, the one-hand scoop layup. And turnover there for the Venom. Kuhn couldn't quite handle the pass there.
Corner. Genevieve. Turnover again. Here come the Venom in transition. Skip pass. Open for the three. Air ball. And foul. There was a pushing foul right there. And Genevieve Mucha draws the foul.
Bit of a heat check there from Whitehouse. Didn't collect any of the rim, but the offensive rebound to Warrandyte.
Inbound. Maggie Pina playing the point guard position. Trying to jab. Good defense. Trying to do a pick and roll. Goes the other way. Sorry, check that. Didn't go the other way.
No, foot violation.
Kick ball, so
yeah.
14 seconds set on the shot clock. Outside looking. Wing. Lost the handle. And there it is. And a bit of a slip.
Yeah, we're up to as you say, a little bit of a sloppy start. We've got 4 turnovers already, 2 apiece.
Here's the captain, Tash. Carrying a little bit of an injury. Turnover again by the Broncos. Collects. Dish. Glass and in. Good job. That's good movement by the Venom team. Basket scored by Michaela Kuan for the long two. Bank shot is good. The banker, Keena Holt. She holds everything. Very, very close game we have right here.
Her name is quite ironic. She doesn't know much patience.
Posting up, turn. Oh, the block right there, but there was contact. And that was a block by Sarah Portlock. She tried to put the deadlock on, but too strong.
Yeah, Overby's going to pick up that foul.
And here we are at the line. Hume City trailing by 3. Puts that away.
Durant at the line.
That's right. Marine Durant. And here's a little story I have for you. Before the game, I was asking the girls about their names and everything. And they were all saying she's some sort of descendant of Kevin Durant. So, well, if she shoots like that.
I figured.
Yeah. I said if she shoots like that, hey, nobody, you can say whoever you want. Tash off the fake. Tash with the floater. Too strong. She gets her own miss. Tash out. Genevieve swing. Just looking. Genevieve on the drive to Tash. Tash got a double team in front of her. Cross-court pass. Turnover. And the Venom team are profiting from the turnovers committed by the Broncos right now. They've got to fix that up. Protect the ball a lot better. Skip pass. Shoots for the long two. Way off target. Tash with the rebound. Genevieve. Athletic. Strong. Bounce pass. Up top. Takes down the lane. And she draws the foul. That's Tishia Overby. Will go to the line for 2 shots. And that was hands foul.
Whitehouse.
So she apparently, carrying a little bit of a wrist injury.
Yeah, she had a couple of games out this year already, and she's Still in recovery a little bit.
Yeah. Well, she's an assistant coach for the under-14 team here. She loves the game, and she works in public service when she's not coaching or playing basketball. Hits 1 out of 2. And keeping this game pretty tight as we're not far away from the halfway point of the first period. Pina. Thought about the handoff. Feed goes on the inside, banks it in using her size and power. There it is. That's Durant. The influence of KD. Cross. Goes for the midi. Yes, knocks it in. Good shot. And that's...
Streaky player, Ogilvy.
Yes, Eliza Ogilvy. Michaela off the fake jab. Michaela drives. Michaela gets busy and goes to work. Up. Ooh, not an and one, but you'll definitely get 2 bites of the cherry from the charity stripe.
Looking a little bit disorganized there in their set plays, but their scramble was able to find the open cutter in Fian.
Yes, Eilish Fian, who is an occupational therapist by day, basketball player by night, and free throw shooting not off to a great start. Very, very personal person, very friendly. And the Broadmeadows young girls trying to put her off. She gets 1 out of 2. 1 out of 50% seems to be the scoring frequency here from the free throw line today, Owen. Skip pass. Not Genevieve, check that. Goes for another shot, rounds it in. That is a fantastic shot by Caitlin Bickerton. Pina.
Holland.
Sorry, my bad. Madeline, not Maddie Holland. Check that. That's
and Cohen with another couple of points. She moves up to 4.
Off the fake. Up top. From the free throw line. Wide open. Couldn't get that to go down. Good rebound. Outlet. On the middle. Pina. Maggie Pina. She's sharing the ball extremely well. 4-3. Puts it through. From deep and down it goes. Nice shot. Timeout call. Broncos.
She's on fire. Curran 100% from the field. She's our leading scorer so far with 7. As Warrandyte, surprisingly, out to an 8-point lead.
Well,
17-9.
Like we said earlier, Owen, when you're at the bottom of the table, nobody expects you to do much.
Yeah.
So that is your greatest weapon, the aura of, well, invisibility. You're being invincible the whole season. And, sorry, like, invisible the whole season. Nobody can see you because you haven't been winning games. And all of a sudden, you know, but you know what, in my experience, it takes just a little bit of deja vu. If the Broncos can go on a little bit of a run, then they can stifle the confidence of the Venom team. What do you think?
Yeah, I think there's just been a little bit good patience on their offense so far. Hume City just rushing their offense, not finding some open looks, but not probably the looks that they're after. And although, look, shooting percentages are not low at the moment, the turnovers are a little bit of a worry for Hume City today already with 4 turnovers.
That's right. Well, Hume not protecting the ball so well, and the Venom team with 3 steals, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. So it's pretty close. Not much boxing out and rebounding action, but here we go. After the timeout, can the Broncos be a different team after the timeout? Corner, shoots for the triple. Bang! Nicely done by Humes. Page Tawaf. Corner, up top, around, releases for the 3. Hits the front iron. Good rebound. This is much better by Hume on a 3-0 run. Down the middle. Kicking out. Goes for the long 2. And yes, a 5-0 run after the timeout. This is the Hume girls that we know, Owen.
That's it. And again, that's I feel validated in my commentary. they're finding the shots that they want. Toa from the corner and the 3-point, and then the pull-up jump shot from Ogilvy. Yeah, that's their game.
Well, ask any good coach and player. I've got a veteran player right next to me. Take good shots. And that's exactly what they did. So 5-0 run by Hume. Nice middle cut. Oh, rejected. Blocked. Turn. And basket scored.
Fian able to mop up.
It's Fian with a turnaround. Out. Wide open. Straightaway tray. Couldn't get that to go down. This is good hustle by the Venom. Pina. Oh, not the greatest pass. Heavy pass. She saw quite an open Michaela Kewen, but the girls are staying positive in terms of their play. It's not pretty tight. 19-14 with 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes to go. And 5-2. 2 points scored after the timeout for. And they're going into a zone.
Yeah.
2-3 zone.
Boland's in for Durant.
High pass. Fires. Too strong. But they get the rebound. They've got to do a better job rebounding the Venom. In the lane, tried to penetrate the lane. Swing. Launches. Oh, fouled on the 3-point line. That's what you don't want to do.
No, especially in the last quarter.
Exactly.
But we're not there yet. So I'll give Fian a bit of a pass there for fouling the 3-point shooter. But yeah, not a great use of one of your fouls.
No, well, Keena Holt, 2 points thus far, 50% from the field, bricks that first shot. And she's also got 1 assist, so not super high stats, but I'm quite impressed with her hustle and how she runs off the ball.
0 of 2.
Yeah, it's all right. The teammates just trying to give her the high five encouragement. Can she be 1 of 3? She is.
Brings the ball game back to a 4-point game.
Pina. Whipping it around the perimeter earlier for the Venom team. Turnover, but they get the ball back. Attacks, lost the handle. Here comes the Broncos in transition. Out. Or behind the back. Corner. Looking. Should have taken the shot. Baseline jumper is good by the very tall Rachel Stewart. Can you believe she's a year 12 student?
I do. She's youth league participant as well, but yeah, does find a way into the senior women's team very comfortably.
It's impressive. Super close. Stewart, hook shot. Couldn't get that to go. Good hustle. Showing a bit of handbags earlier and elbows. So got to try to get some separation. It looks like they've switched point guards. Pina on the bench. No, sorry, Pina moved to the 2 now. Takes it. Rebound. Goes again. Foul. And that was Eleanor Boland. She'll get 2 shots from the line. And the Warrandyte team, what they want to do, and they want to hit the front. They want to be in the front. Doesn't matter if it's by 1 point. They want to be in the front at the end of this first period because they've done some good things in this first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. The energy from everyone who's come in. So we've just got Locke, Jacobs, and this is Boland's first free throw, which she makes. All their energy, if they're coming in off the bench, is really good.
So with that stat, 1.1 rebound, so low scoring, but 2 out of 2, and Warrandyte lead by 5 with 1:27 to go. And the Warrandyte coach saying, put your hands up and play some D. Size mismatch.
Really tall lineup here for the Broncos.
Yeah, they're playing big.
Portlock and Stewart on at the same time.
Good D. Gets it back.
And could have been a...
Pina for the 3. Back iron. Good rebound by Stewart. They're trying to play the transition game. Nice cut. Ooh, a bit too physical right there, but that was a very good cut by Georgia Kieran. But there was a bit too much contact there. Pushing foul, says the referee. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Inbound, Broncos.
Yeah, that was Jacobs picking up the foul. Talif on the back cut. We've got Portlock giving it back to Ogilvy, who throws up the shot.
Runner wasn't so good. Outlet to Pina in the middle. Here is Locke with the package. Locke and Pina playing the 1 and 2. They're alternating. Pina now at the 2. From the free throw line. The shot for free couldn't go in. In the lane. Stewart. Yes! What a move by Rachel Stewart. Just collects it and puts it up and in.
Yeah, great way to run the floor from your center. And rewarded by Holt.
Pina, not accurate. And she will go to the charity stripe one more time. Eilish Fian. Sorry, that's check that. That's Marion Durant. Yep. My bad, everyone. Durant.
14 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Puts that away comfortably. Durant with the leading scorer with these girls at the moment. With this could be 6 points. Well, she has 6 points indeed.
And we're up to the last shot.
100% from the field. Here
40.
they go.
10.
Skip pass. Drives. Slips on the inside. 6.4 seconds to go. Blocking foul. Inbound.
Was a foul to give from the Venom. So now both teams into the penalty, but there is only 6 seconds left.
Who can hit the shot? Stewart on the catch. Got to heave it from the half court. Ooh.
Too strong.
At one point, I thought that was like on target.
Yeah.
Well, it is the first period right here. Both teams playing entertaining basketball. Not so much accurate basketball, but the hustle and grind at the stadium at the moment. It is the Warrandyte Venom team leading by 2 possessions over the Hume City Broncos, 25-19. Owen, what's your view of the first period?
Oh, look, that was a bit of a... Warrandyte came out firing and
exactly.
and really had got the jump on Hume City. And then their shooting's just gone down. They've been to the free throw line a few times. There's 4 trips to the free throw line, but their shooting percentages have dropped to around about the 40% mark. And I think if they were shooting better, they would nearly be double-digit leaders at this point.
Yeah, well, if you look at the numbers, 50% from the field, the Broncos 8 of 16, and from the outside 1 of 4. Those aren't pretty numbers. And the free throws, 40% accuracy from the free throw line as compared to the Venom, 88%. And in terms of the Venom, they've hit 2 big 3-point shots today. One of them from their big Durant, and so yeah, they are literally taking better shots.
They are. I think where Warrandyte are creeping ahead also is on the rebound account, and especially the offensive rebound, where the count's 2-7. So women like Durant, who's got 5 rebounds already. Well on the way to a double-double and 100% from the field. she's got to be boxed out by your Portlocks and Stewarts and Kieran's, and even Holland. Yeah, Hume's got to do a much better job on the rebounding count, and Warrandyte are going to be looking to, get a bit more percentage boost on their shooting.
So Maddie Holt, Keena Holt, team captain, is on the court right now alongside Genevieve and also the very big Sarah Portlock.
And we've got a kickball start the game in our second quarter here at Broadmeadows Basketball Stadium.
Just trying to move it around. They're trying to stay in their zone, their 2-3 zone. Trying to force the Hume team to shoot. This is good D. Puts it up. Off target. Shot clock violation.
Yeah.
That's good defense there.
Yeah. This was the issue last night for Hume City. They got thrown a zone, and there was no movement. They looked like they didn't have a play against the zone.
Yep. Turnaround hook shot. Couldn't hit the target, and she's walking gingerly. Eleanor
tweaked an ankle there.
Steal. Transition is good by the Venom. Jabbing. Getting back. Looking for an option. Durant. This is good movement by the Venom team, but they're going to get an open look. Got to watch that shot clock. Double team. Durant, and one! She gets the bucket and the bang. The trip to the free throw line for the extra.
Yeah, taking on Portlock with the formidable size difference. Still takes the Hume City Center to town. Great move, and it's rewarded with an and one.
And the youth girls, who are basically the cheer squad, trying to bang up the drums to put up, converts the three-point play. And leading scorer in this game with 8 points, Maren Durant. Tash, and draws the foul. This is the team captain, Tashia Overby, the girl they call Tash. And not the greatest numbers that she's put up here today. 1 point. And still
leaving some points on the free throw line.
Overby. Can she hit this one? Breaks both.
Yeah. Hume City full of streaky shooters, and Overby is one of them.
Posting up. Good hustle defense by fade away, off target. And that was a good effort by Eleanor Bolins, the Latrobe University sports and exercise science student who played for Vic Metro development teams over the years. Genevieve again with the package. Tash. Corner.
Struggling against the zone.
They lacking a little bit of creativity here. Can't get that to go down. They got the rebound. Here they come with a hustle and the bustle from the outside. Lock. Tied up. Lock up top. Posting up. Spin. Attacks. Oh, good defense by Tash. What a block. She was trying to do the scoop.
Yeah.
It's the scoop to the hoop there, Ellie Locke, but she got denied by Tashia Overby.
Time out here to the Venom, I believe.
Yeah, well, it's been a very, very mixed bag in terms of both teams getting that rhythm back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Owen.
Yeah. Again, the zone is throwing all sorts of chaos at Hume City, and Venom have just sort of lost their way on the offensive end as well. They don't seem to. There's been great defense, great pressure on the defensive end from Hume City against Warrandyte, and they're struggling to find any open shot. There was that and one just before, but apart from that, there's been contested shots, blocked shots, and pressurized layups or forced shots, and they're struggling to get a bit of a rhythm on the offensive end as well.
But I am impressed with the Venom's transition. You know, once, like, whether it's a basket or a missed shot by the Broncos, they just get the ball quickly and move it.
Yeah.
And move it with real speed and precision. And that's what's also stifling the Broncos at the moment. Inbound. Running hook shot. Couldn't get that to go. Overby with the rebound. Genevieve. Good pass by Genevieve. On the outside. Skip pass. Launches the three. But it is Durant who gets the rebound and who outlets. Good outlet pass. Drives. Two shot. That's quite smart right there by Emily Whitehouse. She knew there was a bigger player with her tracking her, and then just, sold the contact a little bit. And
yeah.
Very intelligent.
Yeah, drew the contact from Portlock. Portlock's going to pick up her second personal foul. Oh, and this could be a Mad Max 2 missed free throws moment.
Emily Whitehouse. Ooh, in and out.
It is a tough. It's 2 for 1 Mad Max, and that's why the girls are going crazy. 2 missed free throws. Mad Max are going to supply 2 for 1. Vouchers to those attending here today.
Overby cuts. Good cut by Overby, but she's double teamed. Genevieve. Got a kick. Nice cross. Shoots and gets the sauce. Very, very good move by Maddie Holland.
That's the weakness in the zone. That top of the key area. And exploited by Hollands.
Looking for the long two. Couldn't get that to go down. Genevieve. Made some good assists today, Genevieve. She's asking for the ball. Corner. Launches. Air ball. Outlet. Needs help. On the spin. Fade away. The banker was no good. And our referees for today are Daniel Stevenson and Marcus Latina. Marcus Latina saying there was a foul.
Foul on Kuhn.
6:24 to go. Super tight game. 7 points that the Venom team lead. Overby. Handoff. Receives it high. Trying to beat him off the dribble. Overby. Overby goes for the two. Yes, nothing but net for Eliza Ogilvy. Straight away, can't respond. Nice run. This is a 4-0 run by the Broncos. Overby is open, or was. Overby off the fake, pulls it. Couldn't get that to go down.
Struggling from the field, Overby.
Nice pass. Up.
Oh, and a heavy foul.
Overby looks like she's pulled a hammy.
No, I think that could be a knee issue.
She was holding a hamstring. Oh, this does not look good.
No, that doesn't look good at all. Joints are moving, so that's all right, but she gasped straight away. And she's going to be slow to get up.
Okay, medic. We need the medical team here.
That's going to result in it's either an ankle or a knee.
Yeah.
And having done that myself, there was a sideways clash of the knee. Anyway. We'll wait for Tash to get some assistance. Never good to see an incident like that.
No, and you know she's obviously worked hard, and you know in terms of rehabilitation to shake off the injuries. Because one thing that I don't know her very well, if I'm being honest, but when I meet a person and I can see I can only see the basketball love in someone's eyes, and she loves this game.
Absolutely, and she's the captain as well.
Yeah, and coach, and everything is about this great game.
Just come back from an injury to her wrist or hand, and yeah, to go down.
So
today is
okay. She's up on her feet, but she is limping. So
hopefully it is one of those knee clashes that sting first.
Yeah.
And then sort of rub away, but she is walking off the court, so that's great to see.
No, that's great. So wishing her a speedy recovery in this game, and hopefully she gets to play because she has been working extremely hard. This is Lily Jacobs. Puts that away. Lily Jacobs won a Division I championship in 2024. Also a sports and exercise science student. Studied at Deakin University. So good on.
Hits both.
Yeah. No, she's very precise. And extends the lead and gives the Venom some daylight between them and the Broncos. But the Broncos coming hard.
7-point lead to Venom.
Around shoots. Too strong. Pressure defense. And that was good defense by Genevieve.
Kieran's called for the foul there.
Mucha. And back on court is Kuan, who inbounds. Ellie Locke. Playing the quarterback. Locke gets busy. Durant posting up. Durant tried to split the double team, and she almost did. Murray and Durant.
Yeah, which is going to pick up that foul. Got caught her on the elbow on the turnaround.
Durant with 9 points.
This must be her fourth trip to the free throw line, I think.
Puts that away.
And the free throw percentages for Venom are really good now. They're up, hitting up around the 80% mark.
Well, they've been more consistent than Hume today. 1 out of 2.
Oh, and then commentator's curse, she misses the second.
Oh. Goes the other way.
But 11 from 15 from the stripe, 73% for the Venom.
Maddie Holland with the package. Out. Genevieve, rise and shoot. Yes! Genevieve Mucha. Excellent shot. Phenomenal athlete. Nice cut. Reverse. The wraparound is good. Emily Whitehouse with the reverse. Baseline. Good defense here by Venom. Putting their hands up just like their coach said. 4-3 from the wing. Too strong. Easy rebound for the Venom. Cross court. Baseline. Posting up. Swing. Looking. Communicating. Probing. Posting. Banking. No, the banker's no good. Excellent pressure and patience by Hume. Now Hume running their offense. Drives the lane and gets the floater to go and off the bounce and in. Maddie Holland.
Up to 8 points, 6 rebounds.
The California bounce, Maddie Holland. She's from California. Takes the shot, good defense.
Blocked by Mucha.
Very, very good D by Hume, like Owen said. No look pass, and Genevieve couldn't quite read that. And Eilish Fian coming back on court for the Venom.
Yeah, quite a few changes there from the Venom. Pina back at the point.
Yeah, playing quarterback. Bounce pass. Turnover. Hell ball, says the referee. And it will be the Venom team to inbound. 2-possession game, Owen. Very, very tight.
It's been a bit of a comeback from Hume City over the last few minutes.
Yeah, no, they've played a much, much better quarter. And I think they've a bit more, not used to the zone, but they're a bit more accustomed for the 3. Was off the mark, that 3-pointer. Holland, good pass by Holland. Should have taken the shot. Holland for the 3. Bang! From deep and down it goes.
Kieran, first shot, drains a triple.
Georgia Kieran buries that from the outside. Up top, swing. Working it around the perimeter, off target. The coach calling for a timeout. The coach of the Venom team, because they're not hitting their shots, and a good run by the Broncos. Genevieve with the dish.
Kieran couldn't handle the ball, and we've got that timeout now for Warrandyte. They're trying to stem the tide, and the ball game's only 3 points in it now, with that 3 from Kieran drawing the gap to Warrandyte, 33-30. With just over 2.25 minutes to play in this second term. Hume City finding those players who are actually hitting shots today. I think in that last 4 or 5 minutes, Ogilvy's Kieran came out and hit one. Mucha came out and hit one. Holland hasn't been hitting many shots.
No.
Even though she's 57% from the field. She's the leader of this team. She's the import. She's got to take a lot more impetus in the offense. I think she's got to take a lot more shots. She's funny, a bit more timid today.
Well, how is she usually in this season thus far?
Yeah, she's the leading scorer. She had 26 last night.
Okay, enough said. Hume.
And the second leading scorer is Overby. And yeah, unfortunately, she's probably may not return today due to injury.
Out. Off the fake. In the lane. From the elbow. Back iron. No connection. They're still missing too many shots. Cross court. Up top. Swing. Holland takes the 3.
Much better offense.
Much better. Outlet to Pina. Heavy pass to Emily Whitehouse.
Holland driving into the key, drawing 3 players, and then finding the open spot-up shooter. Much better offense from the Hume City Broncos.
Here's Holland right now with the package. Skip pass. Oh, to the corner. Genevieve. Got to watch that shot clock.
Down to 3.
Holland from the free throw line. Yes, knocks it in. Owen said she needs to shoot, so she heard Owen, the commentator. Maddie Holland with a deuce.
Oh, she'll thank me. She'll thank me later, I'm sure.
And right now the Broncos playing a little bit of a zone. Owen.
Minute left in this first half. And we've got a game on our hands. Hume City coming back.
Yeah, there's
1 point now.
1 point down, exactly. The second part of the second quarter for the Venom hasn't been their best. They haven't taken good shots. 4-3 from the wing. Yes! Stings it from the outside. Just as we say, they haven't been shooting well. They hit one from downtown. Michaela Kuon.
She's up to double figures now. She got 10.
Turnover, Pina, Kuon. Good pass from the baseline. Nobody there for the rebound. Holland was protecting. Good pass.
Shot clock's going to be turned off.
Holland's
saying hold it for the last shot here.
Exactly. Feed from underneath. Ooh, I thought in real time that looked pretty okay, but the referee saw a little bit of contact, so it's 2 shots for pushing.
Yeah. Durant getting into the back of Kieran there. He was going for the reverse layup. Lovely pass to find her underneath the basket there.
Georgia Kieran. She hit a big 3 earlier. And bricks the shot. 4 points on the board. 1 rebound, 1 assist.
Second time out for the half is going to be used by the Venom to draw up a play for this last 7 seconds. See if they can get it open triple or open layup.
Yeah,
and take a up to 6 point lead into the half.
Well, that's a good point, because you know what? I mean, psychologically, you don't want to be trailing going into the changing rooms. They've done some good things, Venom, here today. But that second period where they were taking a lot of rush shots, that's what and credit to the Broncos playing better, running some better offense. So one team does well, one team doesn't, and that's how basketball works.
Yeah, it's a game of streaks, game of runs.
Exactly.
And
48
momentum.
Sorry about that, Owen. 48% from the field from the Broncos, 31 by the Venom at the moment, and 55% field goal shooting percentage. 29. They're both quite even in the three-point shooting department. 2 of 7 for the Broncos, 3 of 10 for the Venom.
But their free throws are keeping them in the game.
Oh my God! Look at that, 73-33. How contrast is that?
Wow, yeah, and 3 successful to 11 successful. So there's an 8-point difference there.
Inbound, got to move fast, quickly.
Pina.
Durant could not get that to go down, but it was good movement though. They set it up well coached. Just couldn't get the finish.
Yeah, she's got to kick herself for missing that one. That was in 7 seconds. They did a really good job to get that shot, but Durant couldn't. Couldn't make it with little defense on her.
Well, this is halftime, everyone. The halftime score currently: the Warrandyte Venom team, the away team, lead by a triple, 36-33. Over the Hume City Broncos. You're watching the women's game in the BigV Championship with me, Ben Ibrahim, and Owen Peach. Right now, we're just going to take a halftime break, which will last about just over 10 minutes. But when we come back, it's the third period from Broadmeadows, the game between Hume City Broncos and the Warrandyte Venom. We'll catch you very shortly. Don't go away. And welcome back, everyone, to the game between the Hume City Broncos and the Warrandyte Venom right here in Broadmeadows. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim and Owen Peach, and it is a very, very tight game. Warrandyte leading by a triple, 36-33. Very contrast in terms of how they're shooting the ball from the free throw line. 73% for the Venom, 33% for the Broncos, the home team. But momentum at the moment, Owen, with the Broncos, a strong second quarter by the home team.
Yeah, well, yeah, there was a bit of a comeback there in that second quarter by the Broncos, but and I think, as I mentioned in the first quarter, offensive rebounds by the Venom were really high, and since then they've only had one offensive rebound, but the turnovers for Broadmeadows are still too high. They've got 10 as opposed to Venom's 5. And I think what it's going to come down to today is who can concentrate the most.
Exactly. Maddie Holland to the corner. Double team defense by Venom. And got to handle it.
Yeah, who can string
Maggie Pina
the most minutes of concentration together? We said just before the break it's about runs. And there have been mini runs today, but
Genevieve with the swing pass, cross court, on the drive, goes to work, corner pocket three. Couldn't get that to connect. And Venom just slowing it down a little bit, trying to find their spot. Good steal by Genevieve. Genevieve being chased. Looking, deflection, Venom. Another turnover by the Broncos. That's their 11th turnover of the game.
Yeah, a few turnovers to start the second half.
And nicely done by Durant. Great take to from the outside, Genevieve. Athletic, strong player, baseline, looking for a cutter, goes out, tries to work her way inside, no foul, says the referee. Ogilvy for the three, yes!
She's feeling it today.
And Ogilvy, Eliza Ogilvy, should I say, with the triple. And it's 2-point game. It's the side iron. Good rebound by Maddie, the import. Maddie Holland. Ogilvy for another three. Couldn't go back to back. Good rebound. Ogilvy for the baseline jumper. Yes. 5 points for Ogilvy in this quarter.
Yeah, she's up to 9, and she's been hitting shots today.
And for the very first time in this game, Hume City have the lead. The home team trying to...
No, it's tied. It's tied. Don't look up there.
Is that... Oh, okay. My mistake, everyone. Looked at the wrong scoreboard.
Yeah.
So...
Now the Venom have taken the lead.
As we say that, the Venom hit the front. Bounce pass. Holland. In the lane. Skip pass. Releases. Couldn't get that to go down. Q-on with the rebound. Hell ball. And it goes in favor of the Venom. Q-on having words to the referee. And the referee, Marcus Latina, just having a laugh. That's a good way to handle complaints. Pina. Q-on. From the outside. Durant to Pina. Pina gets busy. Pina goes back outside. Bounce pass. Oh, lost the handle, gets it back, lost it again. Durant there to clean it up, off the bounce it in.
Yeah, just broken up play. Whoever's going to pick up the ball and get after those loose ones. There's 1%ers. That's what wins you the game.
Mid-range, the midi is good.
Portlock.
By Sarah Portlock. She hasn't scored much today.
No, that was her first bucket.
Pina getting low. The baseline. attacks. Yes, puts it over Genevieve. And that was a very, very courageous move by Eilish Fian. It's a 5-point game, 45-40.
Frenetic scoring.
It is.
In this third quarter.
They're going hammer and tong and gets the drop. The big Sarah Portlock unlocks the defense of the Venom. Venom for the reverse. Good defense by Portlock. Maddie Holland trying to set it up. She's been playing the unofficial point guard and couldn't get that to go. Pina in a rush. Good pass. Good find. Portlock playing defense. Pina open for the three. Won't go. Genevieve tries to collect. Kuan collects. Kuan drives.
Maybe a small block there by Mucha.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of a hand.
And another held ball, so possession arrow will now go to the Broncos.
The Broncos clipping at the heels of the Venom.
Back to that 3-point margin at halftime.
That's right. Ogilvie was trailing. Corner. Portlock just trying to draw in the defenders. Goes for the three. Too strong. Good rebound by Durant. Kuan. She's trying to be double teamed. Turn. Couldn't get the burn. Kuan tried to fly in for the rebound. Good security by Humes. Georgia Kieran pushing foul, says the referee. 4:57 to go. This quarter has sailed by, Owen.
Yeah. As it has been a fast-paced third quarter, and we're already halfway through.
This is what you call hammer and tong for the three to tie it up. Couldn't get that to go. Advancing with the dribble. Kuan, Pina. Where's the screen? No screen. She needs a screen. Kuan goes for the three. And there was a foul committed. And that was Eilish Fian who draws the foul.
Holland called for the pushing foul and a rebound. And Stewart is going to come in and replace Portlock in the center of the Broncos now in a zone.
Yeah, 2-3 zone. Pina. Porterbutt on the catch. There's on the catch. Yes, knocks it in. That is a very, very calm shot by Tess Osborne. Extending that lead, some breathing space. And a bit of a deflection. It will be Broncos ball. 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Still 17 turnovers committed collectively. 11 by the Broncos, 6 by the Venom. Got to get it over half court. Pina collects. Pina, will she pull it? No. A good steal. Excellent defense. Here they come, 2-on-1 situation. Bounces.
Durant sticks a foot in there. Yeah, big hoof. Breaks up the fast break opportunity for the Broncos, who had the 2-on-1 fast break.
3:58 to go. The Warrandyte team just taking it play by play. Zone, 2-3 zone. They love that zone. They want to force the Hume team to shoot. But Hume will try to penetrate. Kick out. Fires. It's the back iron. The zone worked. Pina. Kuan. Bounce pass. Kuan. That was way, way short by Kuan. They're backpedaling now, the Warrandyte team. Holland. Lost her balance. Takes the triple shot. Lined it up and tried to hit, but couldn't. Referee doesn't blow the whistle. Outlet pass.
They're letting it play.
Pina, she's been fantastic today. Maggie Pina working her socks off. Hume. Durant, size on size. Durant, good D right there by Rachel Stewart.
Yeah. Oh, and that was a surprising call. Would have thought that was going to be Venom Ball.
I thought so too.
But because, yeah, Holt chased it like she had thrown it out of bounds. But referee said, I'll take pity on you, maybe.
Outside. She's asking for it. Georgia Kieran. Corner. Thought it gave us up the 3. And passes it straight to the Warrandyte bench. Not the best pass in the world. Keena Holt. And Hume goes to the bench. Checking back in for Warrandyte is Ellie Locke.
Yeah, Holt with the only 3 points. She's got 5 assists, but she's usually a much more prolific scorer.
Lines up the 3-shot point shot and
Whitehouse
puts it through the net. Rounds it in. Emily Whitehouse, 4-3.
She's got double figures now to join 4 or 5 other players on double figures.
Yeah, Durant with 14, Whitehouse with 10. This is for the 3. Can't go down. Durant with the rebound. She's being hounded at the moment.
And Holt. Kenna Holt's going to pick up that foul. That's her second.
Hands foul. 2:02 to go. And Pina to the bench. And they've brought on Lily Jacobs.
Yeah, and also Biggerton in for the Broncos for her first minutes of the game. Replacing Holt.
Locke, Ellie playing the point guard. They are not afraid, the Venom. 4-3 from the wing. Yes!
Streaky shooter, Whitehouse.
Whitehouse with another triple. And they go back to the zone ASAP. 2-3 zone.
2 in a row for Whitehouse.
That's huge for the Venom. Don't have the confidence to shoot. Good swarming defense by the Venom. From the baseline, out. Launches. They need a 3. Rebound. Swarming, bank
took
shot.
it away from her on the ground.
That's a nice, what you call the rip in the basket.
That's right.
Outside, they say cut in.
And good assist there from Holland to Talworth.
Bounce pass. Baseline. Good rebound. Lost the handle. Paige Talworth with the long pass. Corner. Attacks. Couldn't score. Tap. And with 45.3 seconds to go, it is Warrandyte who lead by 9 points. It could have been bigger, but they missed a few gimmies, really. And Genevieve Mucha back on court. The athletic player who can play the 2-3. Good pass.
Kieran's gone shy from the open shot.
Yeah, shy for the 3 and another turnover. Giving it to that's the second time they're giving it to the bench.
Yes. Yeah, we're playing in the blue, not the red.
Now they zone it, 2-3. And they are trying to play tight defense. And good job by the Hume Broncos to get the ball back. Broncos haven't been at their very best. They played last night, fatigue kicking in. And the captain injured, unlikely to play for the rest of the game. Stolen by the Venom. Brings it up with the dribble. Ellie Locke, bounce pass. Jacobs with the Durant. Oh, that's a foul. And she thought she was in there, Eleanor Bolins, but
it's a good foul. It's a good foul. Let make a move from the stripe. There's only 3 seconds left in the quarter. It's actually a good foul. There's plenty of fouls to give, but make a minute from the 3-3 line.
Eleanor Bolins with 2 points, 1 rebound, 2 fouls.
There we go. Saved the point.
That's a good way to look at it. Can she get at least 1 out of 2? Most of the players have hit 50% from the free throw line today. And she drains that. No worries, no problem.
10-point lead.
Heaves it and air ball. Decent attempt by Mucha. So at the end of the 3rd period, it is a 10-point lead, a double-digit lead for the Warrandyte Venom over the Hume City Broncos. Owen.
Again, I've stressed it a number of times today. It's about who can concentrate for the full game. And there was a period there where Broncos just let Venom just have 7 quick points. And so from 3-point lead at halftime to a 10-point lead now, that's the difference. It's that few minutes of lapse of concentration. And, that's going to be the difference.
Well, also 4 turnovers for the Broncos in the 3rd period compared to the Venoms 2. That's a bit of a problem for them as well. In terms of rebounds, they're quite even, 31 to 33. Blocks, well, Hume are the bigger team with 5 blocks. And for the Warrandyte team, very much reliant on Durant and Bolins in terms of size. And so we're not far away. We've got a bit of entertainment.
Yeah, we've had our junior Broncos team just win themselves a prize pack by shooting the 3 shots. And all in quick succession. I didn't even see her complete the task of shooting a layup, free throw, and 3-pointer. But she must have done it very quick, smart. I was deep in the stats. And
in the land of the numbers.
Yeah. And meanwhile, a great performance on the court by our junior Bronco.
Warrandyte aiming to get their first win of the season, but they've got a lot of basketball left to be played. Hume City trying to bounce back from that loss last night, 79 to 67.
Yeah, but they've both had a game last night. And, yeah, it's so fatigue shouldn't be a factor for either team.
Yep.
Although Warrandyte have only played 8 games for the season.
Stolen, but they get it back. Warrandyte, bounce pass. Just holding it up. Durant from the corner. Gets the rebound. Goes in. And she will go to the charity stripe. Eleanor Bolins, once again, she missed a free throw earlier, so she's got 3 points thus far. And
this would be Warrandyte's only doubleheader of the season so far.
Really?
Yeah, we're up to round 8, and they've played 8 games. Whereas Hume, they've played 10, and this is their 11th game in 8 rounds. So Warrandyte, a very light first half of the season. They'll obviously have quite a heavy back end of the season. So maybe that's the fatigue we're seeing a little bit here, where Broncos have had 2 more games under their belt this far.
From the outside. Swing. Ogilvy. Genevieve. Holland in the lane. Holland takes it to the cup and one. That's a strong move to the cup. Pushing foul. And she'll get the 3-point journey. Potential 3-point journey right here. And if she converts, if she hits this.
Yeah, she needs to take more responsibility for the scoring in this last quarter. She needs to put the team on her back a little bit here.
Well, she is the import. Posting up, backing in. keeping it tight. Durant trying to take on more real estate. Off target.
Couldn't get the step on Portlock there.
Nope. Ogilvy, Holland to Ogilvy. Ogilvy on the drive, takes the 2. Couldn't get the shot to go down. Durant, easy rebound, out rebounding everybody. Couldn't blow by there. Couldn't beat him off the dribble. Lock. Can she unlock this Broncos defense? Takes the midi. Yes! The 2 is good by Lily Jacobs for the Venom team.
That's her first field goal. She's got 4 points with 1 assist and 1 rebound.
Holland. Cut. Out. Foot on the line. And the momentum very strongly with the Venom.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact there on the baseline. And maybe it could have been a foul, but the referee didn't see it that way to force Butcher out of bounds. But, yeah, Venom ball.
11-point lead. A big double-digit lead for the visitors. Lily Jacobs. And the referee blows it down. And there was a pushing foul committed by Genevieve Mucha.
Which is looking for a flop or a holding before she thought she was being held.
Durant lost it. Here come the Broncos in transition off the turnover. Holland lines up the 3. Couldn't convert.
Great rebound, but gets blocked by Bolins.
The 2 bigs, the 2 tall towers of the Venom across. And
that's going to be a foul on Holland.
hand foul.
And that's going to be actually her 5th and final foul. That snuck up on me. I didn't realize that was her
fouled
4th.
out.
She had 4 before that. So, wow. Where are the Broncos going to find their scoring now? Holt might have to step up. Butcher and Ogilvy's going to have to start hitting their shots again.
Good D by Genevieve. Good pressure D. Bounce pass. Takes the shot. Hits the rim and rescued. Now the Broncos being tested. Over the top. Portlock fouled.
I want to see Portlock camped underneath that ring and fed the ball so she can turn and shoot.
Portlock. So no Maddie Holland.
No Maddie Holland for the
Fouled
rest
out.
of the game, yeah. And
We didn't see that, did we?
No.
And she's there.
No Overby, no Holland. The 2 leading scorers from last night. 40 points on being left on the floor.
Now, can Warrandyte take advantage? Posting up, driving, passing, puts it up, off target. And the smaller players say, ooh, that was a nasty collision with Durant's elbow.
There was 3 or 4 fouls, but that's her game. That's how Jenna plays. She is all or nothing. She's energy and she's taking it to the rack, and she's drawing fouls like that all the time. She needs to, she needs to now do that much more often. She needs to have that license.
Well, she needs to make that shot. So Kenna Holt with a lot of hustle and bustle.
Yeah, 36% from the free throw line. Not great.
No, and 3 points today. With Durant with the easy rebound. Outlets to Pina. Pina just slowing it down a bit.
Dropped to 33% for the free throw line. They've left 8 points there.
Top. Posting up on the turn. Attacks and scores. Scoops it up and in. Maggie Pina. And Maggie Pina, that's her 4th point of the game. She's got 6 assists and 3 steals. She's really
2 of 8 from the field, but yeah.
No, but you love her energy, her
Absolutely.
runs.
She's filling the stat sheet up.
Wouldn't be surprised if she's one of the best players of the game if on the Venom side, the Warrandyte Venom side, Pina with the package. Backing in, posting up on Portlock. Couldn't get that to go down. Rebound. Tried to do a banker. Portlock secures the rebound. And
there was a lot of contact there, and the resulting call was probably some of the least contact that there was. Portlock out, Stewart in, and also Hume in, and Jacobs.
keeping it fresh down the stretch, and look at that, Owen, straight back to the
Yeah, we got
to the the 2-3 zone.
Yeah.
Open for the 3.
They ran away from her,
Well,
but the zone is working.
it is. It's worked quite well today for the Venom with a bit of a bite in the sting. Pina calling for 3 players outside the perimeter. Hume sets the screen. Posting up. Pina off the dribble. Shoots. She beat her opponent off the dribble earlier. Good cut. Bounce. Stewart with a 2. That was much, much needed for the Hume City Broncos. Rachel Stewart, the high school student.
They're down 11, and we're halfway through this last term.
Well, a couple of big buckets need to be hit. Hume at the elbow. Good pressure. Got to watch the shot clock for the runner. And draws the foul. That is very, very strong and smart move by Ellie Locke. And Ellie Locke will go to the line. Ellie Locke.
Unscoring.
Unscored, but 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. The other stats are not so bad, hey. And bricks that one, but she's been a good alternative to Maggie Pina.
She's been running the point, not necessarily getting in amongst the scorers or the assists, but
in and out. Durant tried to grab it, and that was a foul committed by Durant. She's saying, no, I didn't do that.
I think there was definitely a foul there, and both teams are now going to be in the bonus. That's Durant's 2nd personal foul. No, we are in the bonus. That is the 5th team foul for the Venom.
Okay, so that will send
I think Tawaf is going to be the recipient of the 2 free throws.
Paige Tawaf.
Durant, her 2nd personal foul, but she's got 14 points and 15 rebounds.
15 rebounds.
Huge game by her.
Well, Hume, 38 rebounds today, 41. Another good outlet pass. Here comes Pina. On the spin, puts the spin move on Kenna Holt. Posting up. She's handling it well.
Defense.
Nasty handles right there. Durant. Yes, and 1.
Strong move.
She gets the finish and the foul.
Over her. Stewart was all over her, and she muscled her way through that contact, getting the roll, and she's going to go back to the free throw line again.
She's been
16 points so far.
Top quality, 16 points, 16 rebounds.
Yeah.
Double-double.
Huge double-double.
Couldn't finish that potential 3-point play. Hume running out of time. The men's game will be after this, everyone, as they take on the Campbell Dragons, the men's team, 2nd best team in the competition currently. Brings it up. on them with the dribble. Tawaf playing defense. Durant trying to boss this. Loose ball. Hell ball.
Yeah, that's the desperation we were looking for. People on the floor scrambling after any loose balls. The possession arrows seem to go in favor of the Broncos again, which they won't be too upset about. But it's 12 points. The Broncos need to get a wriggle on here.
Well, it's not impossible. They are 12 points down. 4 threes would tie the game. Tawaf, double teamed. Good defense. That's why their coach has been saying, put your hands up. Corner. Double team again.
And a turnover.
Yep, there it is. Nice pass by Hume.
Turnover number 16 for the Broncos.
Durant
Goes
open for the three. Couldn't get that to go. Good rebound by Stewart, but they got to move with a lot more urgency, the Broncos.
Yeah. They take it to the rim.
Downhill, down the middle.
That's what we need to see. That's exactly what Broncos need to do.
Georgia Kieran draws the foul. She's got 4 points today, 17% from the field, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 foul. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Both these teams playing last night, both these teams experiencing a loss. So the turnaround has been less than 24 hours, but that's BigV basketball. It's not so much how well you play on the day, it's how you manage your schedule and your program and your conditioning. Bricks the shot. Drives and takes the contact.
Offensive rebound off the Moose free throw. That's great for the Broncos. Still 12 points, though.
Yeah, there's time. There still is time.
Timeout has been called by Warrandyte. That's going to be their first for the half. They'll have 3. So, and be able to use their additional 2 timeouts in the last 3 minutes. So strategic by Coach O'Brien of the Warrandyte Venom there.
Well, like you said, Owen, he's been around a long time. You know, I like what he's done in this game in terms of with the zone.
Yeah.
I like what he's done. He's told the girls, look, if in doubt, just put your hands up, wave them around, and just put some pressure on the Broncos team. And the Broncos team, with Maddie Holland being fouled out in the last the last 4.5 minutes of this game, or more, I think it was 4:50.
No, I think she's been out for 4:50 already.
Yeah, or for 4:50 already.
Yeah, I think she's been out for since the 7-minute mark of the quarter. Big loss for the Broncos. And unless Ogilvy catches fire, unless Portlock is camped underneath and gets 7 buckets underneath the rim, Holland and Tawaf, there's some shooters out there, but they're streaky shooters.
Ogilvy with 11 points. Tawaf puts this away. That's the 7th point of the game.
Need some scoreboard momentum.
Fills it up on the board.
2 from 2. Good to see.
And right now, Ogilvy is pressing. They're doing...
Good pressure.
8-second violation. Sorry, check that. It wasn't an 8-second violation. He did put 8 fingers up. It was a pushing foul.
Because it was on number 8.
There you go.
Ogilvy. And both teams into the bonus. So Locke will get a chance to score a first point. And does.
Ellie Locke, what a time to make your point. Right here, right now. as it says 3:01 on the clock. This is super down the stretch, high arcing shot, good connecting shot by Ellie Locke. Ogilvy from the baseline, they're double teaming her like nuts. From the outside, off the fake, toe off. Was a steal. Got to watch that shot clock. Turnover, loose ball. And it is Venom ball.
Another turnover. Turnovers are costly. We are now up to a count of 17 turnovers. You maybe only want to see, like, not even 10 for the game. And to be double that as Holt gets into the passing lane and deflects one out of bounds.
Yep, she got a piece of that.
Yeah, turnovers, double that of what you really want to see in your game. And another costly turnover game for the Broncos.
Deflection again goes in favor of the Venom team. Coach calling for the Venom coach calling for space. Get it to Q on if I were them. Q on, swing, drive, Pina with a runner, and Maggie Pina draws the foul.
Yeah, bit of a bailout there. She was a little bit out of control. Kieran collects the foul. That's her second. Pina to the line. She's only got 4 points today, but she, as was said earlier in the broadcast, plenty of other stats to go. 5 assists, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and that's her 5th point there. And now it's out to
on the drive,
13-point margin.
Goes to work, turnover again by the Broncos. Long pass, collects. Locke, Durant, Keon, Locke from the baseline. Keon for the midi. Yes.
Yeah.
She gets that to go.
Loves it. Loves it. She's got 12 points now. 50% from the field, and that's gonna kill the game, I reckon. Venom might notch up their first win for the season, away to a semi-depleted Broncos team.
On the spin, needs a screen. Durant tried to set the screen. Good D. Q-on.
Blocked.
Was
good
denied.
Block by Ogilvy.
Yeah. Ogilvy with the denial. Fires the three. Rebound. Out. Wide open for the triple. Bang!
Yeah, there we go. We need those. Might be a little bit too little too late.
Anything is possible if you believe in the Broncos' DNA.
Down to 60 seconds remaining.
And 2 shots.
Ogilvy called for a pushing foul on the screen.
And looks like they're going to do a lot of substitutions here for the Broncos team.
Coach waves the white flag, actually.
I was about to say that, yeah. Bringing on some of the younger players. And good to see Anastasia Gak on the court.
Yeah, first minutes for Gak for the night. She's also a junior.
Yeah, very young player. Bricks it. Gets it back. Durant fouled, and she will pick up a pair of
an offensive
free throw
rebound.
shots.
Yeah, she's up to 18 rebounds. And she should not be getting those sort of offensive rebounds against Potluck. Just outworking, out hustling. She's been my player of the game.
Yeah, definitely. I really like what her and Maggie Pina have done. you know, two different types of players, but Maggie Pina just really running it up the floor, and Durant just setting screens, rebounds, blocking, and, you know, just drawing in those defenders, those Broncos defenders when...
And she's sitting on 4 fouls, so I'd be going at her, get her off the court, but...
Stewart, Portlock, deflection, lost the handle, another turnover. Those turnovers,
that's the 20th,
19 turnovers.
20th turnover. 20th turnover.
Well, there you go. The stat was updated as you,
Yeah.
as you said it. It followed your voice, Owen. Pina takes it to the rack and draws another foul for the Warrandyte team, and they are almost home, leading by 14 points with 27 seconds to go.
Yeah. Look, I think 30 free throws for Warrandyte. It's going to be 32 by the end of these 2 by Pina. Way too many.
No.
Way too many. The foul count must be over the top. When you put the 20 turnovers, 30 plus fouls for the game, it doesn't ring for a successful mix.
Just another turnover by the Broncos, and Pina is just trying to waste a bit of time on the clock. Illegal screen.
And that's going to be her 5th foul.
I think she's out. See you later. Good night. But it's not a bad way to say good night with 7.6 seconds. And Eilish Fian will be on the court.
Durant leaves the game with 18 points, 17 rebounds.
Well, she's definitely the player of the game.
And 5 fouls. That's the blight of her game today. Having fouled out, but yeah, definitely the team leader.
Anastasia with the pass.
And that's not going to count either.
And the Venom get their first win of the season. Congratulations to the Warrandyte Venom team, defeating the Hume City Broncos 71-55. Owen, your thoughts as the girls are shaking hands.
Wow. I don't know what to say. There was a 3-point lead at halftime from Venom, a 10-point lead at 3/4 time, and then to go out 16 points down at the end of the game. I don't know if there was enough pressure or concentration on passes, turnovers, way too many, fouls, way too many. Offensive rebounds let go, way too many. One positive was I see that there's 19 assists. So sharing the ball around, finding open players, but 19 assists on 22 makes. Yeah, not enough to win a basketball game.
Well, it is a learning curve for the girls as they, go into next weekend, and then after that it will be the public holiday, shall I say, and then after that everything resumes in mid-June. Owen, any last thoughts before we say we're going to take a breather before the men's game at 3 o'clock when the men's team take on the Camberwell Dragons?
Yeah, look, I think Coach Davenport's really going to have to instill a little bit of positive thinking into this team. It is only halfway through. It's a long season.
It is a long season.
And they're going to have
and then you got next weekend's game, and then the public holidays.
Yeah, next weekend's game is a crucial game. It's against the rival and pink round special opponents, the Sunbury Jets, here at Broadmeadows Basketball Stadium. And it's always a good one for Hume City Broncos to get up and take on their northern suburbs rivals. So I think it's going to be even a video session would be a good thing for these women's team to go over and see what, especially against the zone, especially looking at the turnovers, where they can improve going into next week's game against Sunbury.
Exactly. So,
and next week, Warrandyte might bounce back and take on one of the league leaders, I believe, in Wyndham.
Well, so just checking how the ladder stacks at the moment. Pakenham on top, Bellarine in second, Bulleen in third, Hume in seventh, and Warrandyte still at the bottom, but they've got to win.
They've got to win. And next week they take on 9th placed Wyndham. Not top of the ladder, 9th placed Wyndham. So it's going to be, they might be able to chalk up their second win of the season there against Wyndham.
Well, let's hope for the Hume girls that they, bounce back, get their confidence back, and go again, because it is, like you said, Owen, it is a long season.
Yeah.
We're just going to leave it there, everyone, but please do not go away. Just get yourself a cup of coffee and a vanilla slice or a meat pie, and then come back at 3 o'clock when tip-off between the men's team, the Hume City Broncos, who are the second best team in the competition at the moment, according to the numbers, taking on the Campbell Dragons. I'm Ben Ibrahim, and with me right here, my good friend Owen. We say not goodbye, we say see you later.
Okay.
Catch you at 3 p.m., everyone. Take care.